Good evening, guys. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Nathan. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, but I was on another channel. Now we're here. Man, Brighton Hove Albion at the Amex taking on Tottenham Hotspurs. There's a minute silence for one of Tottenham's fitness coaches who has sadly passed away with his battle of cancer. And yeah, uh, just on point. Yeah, LG. I was in another channel actually. LG, thank you for tuning in. Just on another channel at the moment. That's why I was a little late. Gian Piero Ventrone was his name, and Ronaldo scores. I mean, come on, he has to, doesn't he? He just has to. He has to tomorrow if he starts. I don't know what's going to happen otherwise. It's not going to look good. That's for sure. Yeah, thank you for whoever reminded me on the chat also to start the stream. I didn't actually forget, but I was just on another stream at the moment, so my bad, guys. Apologies. I will. I think we should get into who's starting the game, right? I mean, they did take the knee, but I will do it anyway. So we have Brighton Hove Albion. The lineups are and kickoff has started, guys. We have Tottenham in the fluorescent and blue. Not a bad looking color, although I don't know why they wear blue with Brighton's blue. But in in Brighton's 11, we have Robert Sanchez, Joel Veltman, Lewis Dunk, the captain, Adam Webster. The midfield, we have Solly March, McAllister, Moises Caicedo, and Pervis Estupinian. And we have Pascal Gross and Leandro Trossard as two forwards. And spear tipping the point is Danny Welbeck. And on the other side, we have a 3-5-2 combination of Hugo Lloris in goal, Romero Dyer, Ben Davies as the defense, Matt Doherty, Rodrigo Bentancur, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Yves Bissouma, and Ryan Sessegnon as the midfield. And we have Son and Kane up in front. State down in the chat below, guys. Who do you think is going to win? To let me know. I went for a score draw. So let's see if that happens. Hey Tushar, hey Shaurya. What's going on? What's going? Good evening. Oh, good evening, Ignatius. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to see you here. Guys, tell me who, comment down below who do you think is going to win. I went in my predictions, which I released yesterday, the video. I think it's going to be a score draw. My FPL, I can't find Benzema. That's probably because you're playing the wrong FPL, Chai Batis. Let's hope Tottenham and Brighton lose. Yeah, I know. I mean, Newcastle and Newcastle and Chelsea did win, didn't they? Harry Kane on the ball. Silly foul by McAllister. Oh my God, Ansh is going to kill me. I told him McAllister might not start. Oh God. Let's hope Rashford does the business for him. Some shocking results, guys, today. Bournemouth scores 2 goals in 3 minutes. Something like, yeah. 2 goals in 3 minutes to beat Leicester. Whoever got Madison, hard luck, guys, hard luck. I was one of those people that got in Madison. No points for him today, unfortunately. Chelsea had a very good win, in my opinion. Conor Gallagher, that was the match I was watching. Conor Gallagher with a fantastic performance. We will watch it on the Almighty Blues channel. Fantastic game he had. I thought easily the best or the second best player after maybe with Mount. Man City game I didn't see. I know it was 4-0. Cancelo got 2 contributions, I believe. Haaland got on the ball, scored. I think Grealish got a goal and assist. Mahrez scored as well, if I'm not mistaken. Mahrez scored? Yeah, Mahrez scored. Oh, Yulman Song with a free kick. Good save by Bobby Sanchez. Timestamp. LJ, I'm watching it on TV, so I should be on time. 3:16, 3:17, 3:18, 3:19, 3:20. Wolves are toothless. That's exactly what I said on the other channel, Ignatius. It was a Chelsea watch along channel. It's called Almighty Blues FC. the big Chelsea fan. And that's exactly what I said. It's very ironic because they're called Wolves and they were very toothless. Haaland only scored one goal. What a shocker! What a disgust. Tushar, this is a long season, yeah. But if you're, let's not jinx it, shall we? If he finishes at 15, I'll be a very happy man. Let me just put it that way. Hi, ZRA. How are you? How are you? I saw you on the other stream as well. Welcome. As a condition to make me a mod. Hi, Suman. Long time, long time. I had Dhaka in my team, so he got 5 points. Congratulations, Daksha. I did the common thing, which is put Madison in the team. Got nothing. All in all, I've started out my Saturday well, though in FPL, so I'm not really going to complain. But yeah, I mean, not as good as it could be, but pretty good, all things considered. Considering Reece James didn't start as well, not bad. And Ronaldo wins the EPLA. If it happens this season, something drastically went wrong during the season, Chai Batis, because I mean, something has to really go wrong for that to happen. Plus, we have to hit a crazy. Had 47 points on day one. Good enough. It's damn good. Lakshya, I'm on 39 points with Perisic left. So, is Roy Keane planning on having a boy? I don't know, dude. Is he? Isn't he too old to have babies now? Lisandro नहीं रोक पाया आलन को अब तो सिर्फ भगवान. I mean, Tushar, I disagree, Tushar. I thought Lisandro was the better defender of the two, and I thought he put in really important tackles to not let him break free, like on the ground. I thought all the goals they scored was on the other side, except for maybe one, which Malaysia should have gotten into but didn't. It's tough to blame him only, but yeah, I mean, I thought he was one of the better players that day. I mean, it's not saying much. We didn't do well, but all things considered is what I mean. Haaland is not a human. He's propaganda. Let's hope he goes in 3 years so we don't have to worry about him anymore, Ignatius. Um, Militao and Alaba can stop Alan Nathan. Dude, they're going to have to double team him, man. And Alaba is going to have one of those Atletico Madrid performances where he is very, very disciplined. Because if Haaland gets slipped through, it's over. It's over. It doesn't matter what goalkeeper it is. Genuinely, I'm not like taking a shot at Courtois. It's you have to be significantly disciplined, like real disciplined. To stop him. Perisic, Luis Diaz, Martinelli, and Jesus left. Oh my God, you went heavy on Saturday, Lakshay. So you have Luis Diaz, Martinelli, and Jesus. Wow, that's one match. So you're riding a lot on tomorrow's match. That means basically today's with the points you have gathered. That's not bad then. 47 on Saturday with Tottenham left. That's pretty good. Man City replaced Sterling with Sterling. Oh yeah. True. Ansh, what's up? My FPL points. I just said it, Ansh. As of last time I checked, 39 points. I'm doing all right. And I apologize, Ansh, because McAllister did start. Oh, bottled it. Should have done something with the ball. Doherty, come on. Come on, Doherty. Oh my God, he has a beard and a mustache. He looks very odd. All right. So apologize, Ansh. If McAllister gets points and Rashford doesn't, it's my bad. I didn't expect him to start, if I'm being honest. But yeah, Tottenham looking promising at the beginning. Rudiger needs to do Roy Keane on Haaland and Real can win. I mean, not with VAR, Chai, but it's not anymore. Are you watching Dortmund by? No, unfortunately, Bhavish. You can only watch one match at a time because I've had to adjust my setup so I can watch the game in real time now. Otherwise, I could actually play two games and watch, but now I unfortunately cannot. Tushar, yeah, Hunch, tell me what your points were as well, by the way. I think I did pretty. My Saturday was okay. I have a couple of players still left to go. Hopefully, I get points on. He was the best player on the pitch that day, in my opinion, but still absolutely destroyed. Oh yeah, Haaland definitely destroyed us unequivocally, undeniably destroyed us. But Lisandro Martinez made himself look good. And the only reason I say that, Tushar, is because Martinez was getting a lot of flack. Oh, he's only 5'8", Haaland 6'4", he's gonna jump on him, and like, dude, that didn't even happen, and he shut him down to boot. If you see the Haaland Lisandro, if there is a compilation, you'll see Lisandro being very successful with Haaland in particular. Granted, it was all on the ground, but it doesn't matter. You still have to defend. Kane wins the ball. Son's alone in front. Kane tries to shoot. Højbjerg lays it off to Kane. Kane whips the cross in. Clearance by the centre back. I think that was Dunk. I think Tottenham looking very promising right now. Right, need to push back. Oh, very bad pass, and the ball got cleared. Terrible pass. Terrible pass with all the control. 40 points with 5 players player. I think that's a good deal. Ansh, good deal. Good deal. I played Max Alistair instead of Mitrovic. Oh, fantastic! You didn't sub him out. That's great. Who's Brighton's new Belgian boy? I don't know. Does Brighton have a new Belgian boy? He's not in the starting 11, unless you're making a Leandro Trossard reference. Hold on, let me see. Who does Brighton have? Lamptey, Steele, Turns, Levi Colwill from Chelsea, Adam Lallana, Kauru, Mitoma, Billy Gilmore, Denny Zundav. Are you talking about Denny? No, Denny Zundav is German, right? Jeremy Saramiento. Are you talking about Trossard? Jet Spence in the mud. Should have never joined Tottenham. Ignatius, I know we should have got him, right? Think of it. A backup to Dallo, a good backup to Dallo as well. We really lost out on that. Not to mention we sold Garner for pennies. Whip ball in. Nice little block. Not too far away from trouble. Martinez have been the best centre back this season. Only Saliba and Thiago Silva comes close. Completely agree. I don't care what anyone says. They're lying. People are lying to you if they don't say that. They're looking at the scoreline and making it his bad performance. But if you see his interactions in the game strictly, I thought he did a fantastic job, especially when everyone was scoffing at him, thinking he's going to get played. Guess what? Rafi Varane side of the goals, at least 4 out of 6 goals were conceded from his side. But yeah, Ravan और बस देख ही लेते. Martinez has amazing chance for defense manu, but Maguire is the fridge. You can't even blame Maguire, can you? Though Ignatius, it's our fault for buying him. We should have bought Koulibaly for 10 more million when we had the chance. We didn't want to back Mourinho, backed Ole. We paid for it. It is what it is. Sessegnon on the ball on the left flank, whips the cross in. Very good cross. Doherty skies it. Oh, it went right on the foot of Doherty. That was a lovely cross. Hello, Leo. Hello, Antonio. Bro, no, I was saying Trossard. Okay. I think Trossard's playing. Trossard's been in good form this season. With Potter, without Potter, he's been doing well. I don't want to offend anyone, but question is for you is that do people from become Barca? Yes, does it make people lose vision of club needs plan? I mean, Zerare, I believe you asked this question as well. Oh, someone's shoe went flying off. Asked on Almighty Blues. I'll tell you what. There is a factor where certain people have followed teams because of certain players, because maybe of the magic they possessed while they were playing for that team. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then there is something people nowadays, I don't know if you've heard the terms that are, but there's a team called Player FC, where people just follow certain players, which is if you want to consume football that way is fine. But if you're someone who is team oriented and that's what matters the most, it's a little sad, which I am, because Ronaldo left a long time ago and we had to move on. Sad but true. Like just like every other legend of ours has moved on or retired, we've had to move on. We're still here. We're still following our team no matter how bad they perform. So there are certain people who have followed Messi to PSG because let's be honest, PSG don't really. I mean, outside of France, I don't think PSG has the big following until they became what they have become recently. And that's how it is. That's how football is now. It's becoming very money centric. So you have to just deal with that. It's for everybody. It's happening everywhere. Son with a shot wide. So yeah, I don't think it's offensive. I think it just happens to be the case, ZRA. It depends on when you have been uh, you have started following football. I think that's more important, because when certain teams didn't have the stars they have now, if you still follow them, that means you're a very team centric player and fan. Sorry, team centric fan. So if you're a team centric fan, that's the best way to watch football, because you're more invested in the club's success rather than a person's success, especially when your club has it rough. Because some players come and go, some players don't have the long career Ronaldo and Messi will have. Then what will you do? Then who are you going to support when they're done and retired? Eventually you're going to have to pick a team, or you're going to have to pick a spot, a different spot, in my opinion. TIA, honest opinion, TIA should be a number one. What do you mean, a goalkeeper? Yeah, I don't think he has the defensive ability to do that, Chai, but this. I'm still sad about Ghana. Ignatius, I'm just devastated. If you ask anyone in the chat here and in my friends, the people who joined me last week, my friends, I went on about Ghana the whole time. I'm looking forward to it, keeping tabs on Nottingham Forest. And then it was just sad, just sad. No Donny, no Ghana. It's just desperate buys in the midfield. It's just not great. When you started following the exactly, it depends on everybody. Reece James, yes, 100%. Reece James should be starting right back. But one player I hate from starter, Oliver Kahn. He was Undertaker of football. He was very immense. He's a very immense figure. He's very frightening, actually. I remember watching the 2002 World Cup. That's the first World Cup I saw. I was like, my God, this fellow's frightening. He looks like he was. It looked like at all times he was going to run out of his goal and hit somebody at all times. I did take your comment, Chai, about this. I said I don't think TA should be number one. I think it should be James. I agree with Suman. Brighton should score before the 25-minute mark. Wouldn't put it past them, LJ. Wouldn't put it past them. They have it in them. This coach looked very promising. He didn't show a lot of respect to Liverpool, did he? If we are being fair, LJ, he didn't show a lot of respect, which I was very surprised of, because I have no idea about this coach. I know he, in the unfinished Ukrainian league season, he finished one before the problem. Oh, that was a terrible pass by Harry Kane. What are you doing, Harry Kane? Oh my God, on his right foot too. Unbelievable. Um, Today my English is sounding like Mahmoud. Why? What do you mean? Is it bad? I don't know. Graham Potter's good manager and coach turned Chelsea around in 3 games. Yeah, Ignatius, I watched both the games on my friend's channel. I didn't see the Champions League game entirely, but from the Crystal Palace game to today's game, night and day. Forward passing, a lot of energy in the midfield. Still lacks finishing, but making a lot of attempts. I mean, they just bullied Wolves. Simple as that. Tottenham playing with one extra midfielder, Bissouma. That sounds interesting. Spurs up until a couple of minutes ago, I would say Spurs had all the control, Bavish, because they have been playing a lot in Brighton's half. I'm surprised how far back Brighton was falling at the beginning of this game. Really, they had a couple of really good chances. Doherty just skied one, the lovely cross from Sessegnon that literally fizzed past all the Brighton defense. Danny Welbeck off, takes a shot. Oh, Grace is wide. Should play more 3-5-2. Yeah, I mean they should play 3-5-2. They're looking really good right now. Bro, you remember when he punched someone in the World Cup? He escaped, but he was like a monster in that match. Dude, he was just frightening. Seriously, I thought he was going to punch his own players. Forget other people's players. I always found him a very frightening person. Yeah. Oh, there's this very annoying beeping noise coming in my ear right now. Very annoying, but it's happening. Leverkusen lost last 4 league matches. They appointed Xavi Alonso as coach. They trashed Schalke 4-0. That's a very interesting hiring, because Xavi Alonso will be very unique in the ooh, what is that, offside? It'll be is it blurring? My God, it was fine today. It was fine earlier. Is that okay? Oh yeah, the focus is dodgy. Hold on a minute. Just sit back. Will that help? Seems okay now. It's very weird. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry, I missed someone got a yellow card, I think. Whoops, I missed that. Hold on, let me check. Who got a yellow card? Harry Kane got a yellow card. Oh, well, whoever has Kane, you're already losing points. Congratulations. Harry Kane getting a yellow card when you all have more control in the attack. That's very annoying when the people do that, right? Especially when you play FPL. Is it just me or is Harry Kane underperforming, Ignatius? Hmm, it's a long season, Ignatius. Let's be honest. It's going to be very difficult to figure that out right now. Maybe during the World Cup break we can take an assessment of that properly. He does look off form though. I can't believe he couldn't slide in Sessignon on a 3-on-2. That was really shocking for someone who actually passes very well for a striker. Um, yeah, Suman, I think Xavi is going to do well there because think about it, right? He's also played in Bundesliga. He'll know the style, he'll know the culture. Don't be surprised if Leverkusen do well this season. They might just do really well. He like Xavi Alonso would be a great coach. He played under Mourinho, Ancelotti, Guardiola. He's also played on. Didn't he not play under Benitez as well? Sure, yeah. He's gonna do well. He's a good quality player. Also, fun fact, guys, he is an icon in this year's FIFA as well. So if you're like, oh, shot from who's number 30? Oh, Bentancur, shot from Bentancur. Bobby Sanchez with another save. Here we go. Yeah, so I think it's going to be fun. He's going to be in the game as well, which is going to be cool. So you can actually use him as a coach and an icon. That'll be kind of funny for bands. Looks like he has a good icon card as well. I'm going to get FIFA tomorrow, I think. Monday, I think. Yeah. Relax. Xavi's father was a like exactly. He's played in the top three leagues. You could argue top three out of four at least leagues in the world. Won something in all of them. I mean, a coach like that would do well, right? You'd imagine. Plus, he's been coaching ever since he retired, right? Then he coached some like semi-pro team or some team that was. I saw him coach some team that was like on YouTube. I didn't really know at the time what that was. Oh, lovely takedown by Son. Goal! Is that a goal? Harry Kane with a goal. Ignatius, from your mouth to his ears. Harry Kane with a goal. I have a feeling Brighton might win 200. Hey, game's quite early. Football Creeks, welcome back to the channel. I believe you were with Almighty Blues as well. So thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Oh my, I'm cursed. Well, whoever has Harry Kane has just got some points, even though he did get a minus from the yellow. Let's see it again. Lovely takedown by Sun to trick the man marking him. Gives a little. Oh, is he off? No, he's not off. Number 13 is playing him on side. Unfortunately, coach a Bundesliga side. But yeah, I mean, he's been coaching. If I'm not mistaken, Suman, he's been coaching straight after he's retired. So, oh, that was a lovely header by him. You got to give it to him. It's a lovely header. So Tottenham on the board, guys. On the board. I have a feeling Brighton might win today to one Spurs and score. Kane scores and Spurs. Doesn't matter. No one manager Michael Richard is after Benzema. Oh, bro, leave him, man. Just leave him. Let him enjoy his takes. Sometimes he gives United compliments. It's weird, yeah. He's a weird fellow, but you need all kinds of pundits, dude. You can't just have a pundit go via Manchester United all the time. Like it's not very helpful to our current state of affairs. I mean, I love Gary Neville. I do. Bentancur with a low driven, great clearance. Whipped ball back in, nobody home. Out for goal kick. Tottenham are looking on the front foot now, threatening. Bissouma tried to get in the game as well. I have Kane, Haaland, KDB in my team. Dude, did KDB even make any points, Football Creeks, for this game? I'm just happy. I got Cancelo and KDB. So, Cancelo and Haaland, sorry. I'm happy. I'm happy with my points today. I'm not going to complain. He was a teacher to Mourinho. Oh, okay. Okay, Xavi's father was a teacher to me. I mean, Mourinho also learned under what was his name? Sir Brian Robson, right? The old Newcastle coach. He coached Barcelona as well, I believe, right? Mourinho learned under him, I think, when he was at Barcelona, if I'm not mistaken. Mourinho and Pep have learned under a lot of good coaches. You have to give it to them. While they've made, that's why to some extent their success really makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Just when he retired, he already yeah, he was doing it at the same time, right? Yeah. Xavi, Raul, Arbeloa, all three had a license at the time. Yeah. Right, get into the Real Madrid offices. Yeah, I remember certain players doing it, and I was like, wow, they are doing their coaching badges while playing. That's an interesting tactic. Points for winning the match, football creeks. Yes. Apologies. Oh, and a clean sheet, right? He'll get a point for a clean sheet as well. Maybe I should talk negatively about players so they start performing. But David Ronaldo, what's wrong with you? Maybe you need to put a little more on that Ignatius. He might get a hat trick. Might get a hat trick. You never know. I don't trust Everton very much. I think Patterson's out as well. I mean, people are saying they had a good win against Southampton, but we just saw Southampton like. I mean, they only beat Southampton 2-1. So how good is that? I suppose it's all relative. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, is it blurry again? What's happening today? I was using this camera for the last 2 hours and it was fine. Oh, Brighton are getting pretty with the ball now. Don't recommend this behavior. I think now Cruz, CR7, Rakitic, Benzema already are close to get some man. Someone, I'll be honest with you, I don't think Ronaldo's going to be a good manager. He's way too temperamental. He's way too temperamental to be a good manager. Especially if you're not going to get a good job right off the bat. If you have to go like build your way up, it's going to be tough. Although I know there's a little bit of a bans, right? Because um, people say Cristiano Ronaldo was the assistant manager in the Euros they won, right next to Santos, like screaming over Santos, and Santos just looking there like he's confused. So yeah, to be fair, could be a good assistant manager. Yeah, he has won a trophy being an assistant manager. Oh, almost there. Welbeck. Lloris off the lines really quickly. Not on my end, it's clear for me. Check the videos quality on YouTube. Hmm. Check my video. Check on the phone. As long as it's clear, I don't mind. I don't mind the blurriness for if there is a little bit of blurriness for me. Just want to make sure everyone else can see clearly. Yeah, it seems okay. Should we get some defensive power and a cam in Jan transfer? You mean a Tottenham swap? I don't think you'll need a cam. Oh wait, sorry, you'll do need a cam. What am I saying? You'll have Basuma and Højbjerg in the middle. A cam, I don't think you need to improve on your defense. Also, I don't think you will get someone worth that kind of money in January, which will make an impact on your defense for the rest of the season. Unless I'm missing out something greatly, or like some unhappy, like starting 11 player somewhere. I could be not thinking about that, like a Donny, but as a defender. Oh, that was a lovely 1-2, 1-2. Oh, fell short. That was a lovely play by Brighton. You have to give it to them. They're still playing well, man. They lost Potter. They're still doing well. A lot of the same players. Why not? Welbeck from distance. Lloris with the clearance. Had to go to his right. It was going at a good pace. Always worked the keeper. Fantastic shot by Welbeck. Or was it Caicedo? I don't really know the numbers of all the players here. Pretty sure it was Welbeck. To be honest, looks like Casemiro's not a Ten Hag signing. It looks okay. I'm so glad you brought this up. Ignatius is also in the chat, Bhavesh. Ignatius is a United fan as well. You have to find. Oh, sorry. First, let me just answer swap. I'll put it up here. Sorry. Apologize. Yes, Gazaniga and Golini don't seem to be it. But that being said, Swap, who wants to sit on the bench to be a Lori's successor, right? It seems like one of those things where Loris decides to go, you're just going to have to buy a good goalkeeper. Yeah, that Cam. Uh, I don't think you're going to get any good quality players in January. That's the problem. Swap. I don't know anyone that you could go for Donny Van de Beek if you want. I think if he doesn't get to play, I think he'll ask for a loan for sure. I think he'll ask for a loan for sure, and he might do really well in an intricate passing team like Tottenham. With Kane and Son who like to really intricately pass the ball. Kane loves to drop deep, so why not? Donny Van de Beek would do well here. A Van de Beek Basuma combo. Not. Who's more skillful, Pavan? Like skill moves wise, it has to be Ronaldo, right? Pavan, it has to be Ronaldo. Ronaldo's like prime Ronaldo, like his mid 20s Ronaldo. The compilations are mad of skill moves in particular. Like for it to actually work and like cut people and like score a goal off of them. Yeah, but like more like magically like close control dribbling skill, it has to be Messi. But honestly, Messi over everyone in that case with a close quarter dribbling, low center of gravity. Uh, where most people are a right foot player, he's a left foot, which gives him an advantage. Has to be Messi on close quarter dribbling. It has to be, and that's coming from a Ronaldo fan. I mean, I don't know how everyone else looks at it, but we could see CR7 and Messi as manager at El Clasico soon. Who knows? Yeah. I don't think he'll be a manager, dude. I'm being very honest with you, but Messi could definitely be a manager. He has a much more even keeled personality. You don't see him get frustrated a lot. Little more composure, I would say. Bavish Ten Hag is not a Ten Hag. Sorry, Casemiro is not a Ten Hag signing. Did you hear the reports the other day, Bavish, that said it was a Murtaugh signing? Could be. Can't put it past them, dude. They lied to us saying we have money, and then publicly later saying we have no money. So it could have been to appease the people. It could have. You saw Destroy and United midfield in which period? Ten Hag playing a possession game based on what's the point to get it? Dude, we needed a DM just for some, so there is no giant hole in the midfield. To be fair, I've been saying this a while, Suman. We need to overhaul the squad completely, which means different players, different mentalities, more coachable players, less players who are comfortable with their standing in the squad, and more stubborn. So I hope I answered your question, Bhavish. Sorry, I did get to it a little late. It seems like it was a Murtaugh signing, in my opinion. Yeah, I think the point to get a destroyer was stability. Someone, even though Casemiro had a very underrated game against Monoya, I thought that there was less frivolousness in the midfield, which is what I like, considering what happened in the City game. Why not go for James Madison for Cam Football Creeks? Are you talking about Swap's question? I think weren't they interested in James Madison? Someone was interested in James Madison in the transfer window when Leicester were doing terribly. Yeah, why not go for James Madison? I mean, they lost again. Unbelievably, if he has a job again, but he lost again. How did they lose to? Dude, they bottled it again. They bottled it against Spurs. They were winning and they lost 6-2 to Spurs. Bournemouth. Bournemouth. It's not the first time Bournemouth's come back, by the way, guys. They came back from 2-0 down to Nottingham Forest to win 3-2. I'm going to guess. I haven't watched the game. Leicester must have got a little complacent. 2 goals, 3 minutes. Can't come back into the game. You're done. I have no doubt after they scored the second goal, the heads went back down. Solly March tried to do some kind of interesting cross that went absolutely nowhere. Feeds the ball. Lovely winding cross to the back post. Corner. Darwin Estupinian. Sorry, Purvis Estupinian winning the corner. Old Villarreal left back. I'm not mistaken. Um, Hold on, let me go back. I've missed reading them. Where was I? I shared it out. Yeah, Bentaco. He's a boiler kind of, yeah, but he has like a mistake in him, right, Ignatius? Like he made a bunch of mistakes during the Leicester game, even though they ended up winning 6-2. They need to do some kind of 4-4-4-3-3 kind of thing because I mean, I think they could go 3-5-2 like they did today, but they need someone who's going to stay in one place. And Hoiberg sometimes just goes on a run. Get a cam. You need someone who's going to definitely stick to his defense. And sometimes Bentancur and Hoiberg are quite out of position sometimes. So it's a little frightening if you're a Spurs fan. Very good players, but sometimes that happens. Like when Hoiberg played for Southampton, I think he was next to Ward Prowse, right? He used to be a lot more solid, like in role. Now he goes a little mad, like he goes like up in front. Of course, you want to overload the opposition, but there can be a mistake in them. And then there's Davison Sanchez in the back or Eric Dyer in the back, who are not exactly the most reliable defenders. Then there's that problem as well. I don't know whom they're targeting, but they were close for Bazoon, who I've heard of this, who plays for Southampton. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they could pick someone from the lower leagues. I don't know, man. You're going to be paying a lot of money for people in the same league in January. Oh, just went over. Lewis Dunk, the skipper. How on earth did Les lose to Bournemouth? They just bottled at Football Creeks. Let's be honest. Not the first game they've done that this season. You need some creative ability in mid. I agree completely. Do you know Scholes said Anthony is one-dimensional, one-skill player? You agree? I obviously don't agree, Chai Batis, because that's him playing on. So what he said was he cuts in, turns on the left. Well, guess what, buddy? He's a left footer. If you put him on the left side of midfield, then how are you going to know what he's going to do? He could cut in, he could cross from out, he could cross from in. He likes playing inverted wingers for some reason. But imagine if Anthony was on the left. How do you know when he's going to cross? How do you know when he's going to skill? It's like Rashford on the left, right? He cuts into the right because he's heavily right-footed. But if you play the same foot guy on the same side, it might get you might have a different you might get something different out of him. Even though they might not prefer to do that, they want to cut. You saw why Anthony likes doing that. You saw it. He almost scored the exact same goal for Omanoya. Then Rashford did the exact same thing where he got his shot saved when he cuts in also from outside. That's what the plan is. The plan is, what would be great, Chaibat, is the great thing would be if every now and then Anthony runs down the right hand flank and actually tries to cross with his right foot. Because then you don't really know what he's going to do. That's all he needs to do. That's the only dimension he needs to add, because he's also not one dimension because he falls back. He falls back and helps Delo, which he did not do in the City game, and Ten Hag was really pissed about. So, in a way, he is, but it also depends on where you play him. If you play him more centrally, I think he'll be more creative because he doesn't have to worry about doing stuff outside of the box. If you play him on the left side, I'll be very interested to see whether he will whip cross from outside the box, not try to cut in as much, try to make late runs into the box, try to get released later. So yeah, if you play the same foot fellow on the same side, you could get something different out of him. You have to try it though, because people have preferred positions and they don't want to do that. Sassignon goes to ground, but it was a clean shoulder tackle. Clean shoulder tackle by Veltman. You need a ball play DM. Casemiro provides disruption mid like a destroyer. Doesn't do ball very good playing DM at any point. Yeah, I mean, Pavish is right. It's more panic buy. He's definitely still good. Casemiro needs Donny or Ericsson next to him. I think Ignatius, Casemiro, and Ericsson and Bruno is going to be top notch. Stay tuned. I think that might happen for Everton. Swap, save him, please. He's basically in a paid prison. Are you talking about Bazuno? I mean, I feel bad for Southampton. Yeah, they every now and then they do some madness and they actually get a good result. Feel bad for Arsenal. I think with a better set of players, he could do well. So what happens when you're a good coach and your hands are tied behind your back sometimes? You can't max out on on your potential either. That's why I think this Potter. Oh, shot with the left. Oh, Lloris didn't even move. Skimmed the side of the post. Not skimmed, but you know what I mean. Really close. Ooh. Solly March almost had Hugo Lloris on toast there. Lloris didn't even move. Oh, it basically did skim the post. That was pretty close. Oh, that was very close. I take my words back. That was close. Bazuno, awesome. Another awesome weekend. I have Alan for Amban and vice captain is Jesus. I have Cancelo. Yeah, bro, I got Alan as captain either. Let's not talk about it. When you expect them to do something against Southampton, they do nothing. That's kind of funny because people want Arsenal to get sacked, but he still held that Man City side 4-0 over two halves of football, which is actually not that bad. People thought they were going to get destroyed. Didn't happen. I'm not one who decides. It's purely Conte and Paratici. Conte and Paratici, exactly, Ignition. Swap. I mean, it's not even those two swap. If we're being honest, it's Levy, isn't it? If he says no, it's no. You probably can never convince him. I analyze Ajax, which what I understand is Ten Hag needs a DM who control the tempo of the game, progress the ball forward, while Casemiro is disruptive midfielder. Because of that, he does not look like a Ten Hag signing. Yeah, well, you know what? You never know. Maybe Casemiro can be a little bit of a ball player in Manchester United just simply because of a role he might be given, like how people didn't expect David De Gea to play forward passes and stuff. If you see his stats from last season, this season, he's already improved, if not doubled, a lot of those stats as a ball playing goalkeeper. Of course, he's not Edison or Allison or anything, but his own stats personally have improved. So maybe he sees something in Casemiro that he could do it in time, or at least he can do a job, as I like to call it. I call it doing a job, which means not really stellar, but you know he will do his best, and it might just be. But also you have to keep in mind, Bhavish, when you don't have it at all, anything is good enough. In that case, and I think Casemiro that way is good enough because even if that's not the role he's used to, even if he can contribute in that way, that will be a bonus for us. But we need five more signings, dude. It's like Ragnick said, we need 10 new players. We got five. Okay, some may have been panic signings, some may have been last minute, but we got five. Get five more. We get rid of the old mentality, the old heads, the old negativity. And you never know what can come. Oh, Weltman almost made a mistake. Sessignon picks his pocket. Oh, but it was a foul. Well, he got really close that time. Swap, yeah, only if you make those decisions, I would swap Romero for Donny because he's good. I would take Romero. Are we getting Romero? That would be nice. Romero for Donny? I don't think Swap would be very happy about that, Ignatius. I would take Romero. United needs a player like Bellingham, but he will most likely. Shaurya, you know what? Don't be surprised if he comes to England because most English players want to play in England. And guess who's going to put money for? Guess who's going to be more than happy to make that big money signing so they don't have to sell their club? Feel free to take a guess, Shaurya, which team that's going to be. I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to know which team that's going to be. And I'll give you a clue. It's not going to be Liverpool because they will definitely mind spending that kind of money on a player. Read my comments, GK. Another awesome. I know I said that, GK. Sorry, I'm a little behind, GK. I'm trying to look and read at the same time. It's fine, even though another one-dimensional player is still scoring. Bro, I agree, Football Creeps. I agree. He almost scored the same exact goal 3 days later at Nicosia. So Paul Scholes just wants us to I don't know what Paul Scholes wants from us. Normally he's quite more level-headed than the other United pundits. But I can just sense that he's just getting frustrated now. And someone who's given all he has to the same club, you can't really blame his frustration, if I'm being honest. Gary Neville's more politically based his answers. And he keeps saying we're Man United, which is something only fans should say, I think. It's really weird when a pundit, because you have to be kind of objective, right? You You have to be objective, subjective. You have to kind of do both things as a pundit. And he's like, "We are Man United." I'm like, "Well, you're a pundit now, buddy. And once you retire from being a pundit, you can say we're Man United again because I know which team you're going to support. But for now, you got to give us actual answers. You can't go, we can't do this, we're Man United. You can't do that, we're Man United. It's not a solution to any problem. I appreciate the fact that you're not happy about it. I appreciate the fact that you don't want Glazers in as well now, like especially after the Super League. But you got to actually give proper constructive criticism if you want to be taken a little more seriously about at least about your United stance. I don't know about your stances of other teams, but at least your own old team. Valverde is better than Scholes. I don't think so, Chai, but this is a long way to go, dude. I'll be very honest with you. You got to play a lot more football for that to happen. Let's just be very real. Hey, Abhishek, long time, buddy. How's it going? If I'm not mistaken, you're from the south side of Goa, right? What's going on? Long time no see. Maddie can play that Ericsson role. You can fill the spaces when Harry drops. Exactly. I think even Donny would do a job for you, Swap. If I'm being honest. And the thing is, Donny will be more likely because he might just want to move, or at least a loan move to get back his form. Ignatius, he's just worrying you, he's provoking me. It's not going to work because he knows Scholes is all time. So and honestly, Valverde could get there one day, but he's got to play so much more football. Dude. Let's be real, so much more football. And with the way they play nowadays, your body is so difficult for your body to hold up now. It's a task nowadays. Messi, Ronaldo, Thiago Silva, Zlatan, these are anomalies. You're not going to see anyone play like this at this level, 37, 38 years old. Let's be real. Doesn't matter how good their quality is. Your body's just not going to hold up like this. If you're going to play 70, 80 games every week, every year, your body's not going to make it to 35, 36 like this, which is sad because now I think football's probably is most popular it's ever been, but it's also become its most hectic, its most physical, its most strenuous it's ever been as well. So that probably equals to shorter careers in the long term. Let's see. Shorter City are currently playing. Yeah, I agree. Football Creek. Someone with a lot of money is a reliable source in journalism. Bernardo Silva. We might get 80. Wait, you're saying you're going to get 80 to 100 million for Bernardo Silva Football Creeks? Oh, wow. I don't know how many years he has on his contract. Is that actually possible? Dude, if you get 80 to 100 million for Bernardo Silva, that's a good deal. Doesn't matter. That's a really good deal if you get anywhere around that range. So it's half time. 1-0 to Hotspurs. Sun cross. Harry Kane dinked header. To be fair, after the goal, Brighton have got into the game a little more. A lovely shot that Hugo Lloris had to save. Oh my god, Son sending somebody to the shops. Harry Kane with a very awkward looking header, but he made it work. Credit to him. Arsenal and Ferrari from front, but still Maruti 800 from defense. Yeah, GK, I mean, something's never changed, isn't it? Lloris is like PSG Buffon. I mean, dude, why do you have to do Buffon like that? He's like 22 years later, he plays for PSG, dude. Like, come on. Credit to him, but he went down to the second division to play for the team he started out with. He could have just retired on his laurels. Credit to him for doing that. That I thought that was pretty cool. By you know the fact this game week the highest point scorer has no Haaland and Cancelo as captain. I can believe that, dude. Someone's always doing a madness on FPL GK. Always some weird mad thing always happens almost exclusively. Someone does something crazy on FPL. No, mostly Louis has sidelined himself, giving footballing pass to Paratici. Is it true? Wow, Insigne has some sort of equal power. Is it? Oh wow. If that's to swap, I hope Paratici goes to work then. That's all. Leave a like on stream. Also, Gakpo needs to be signed by United because we need that in attack. We need someone who plays all three fronts, isn't it, Ignatius? I'm Okay, this is going to sound controversial, but that 70 plus goal season we did with Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford, I thought the key to our success was the fact that they all three can literally play in all three positions. Whether they want to or not is a different thing, but they can, like, actually can play in all three positions. Even though Greenwood was probably the least able to do so, his skill and ability and his fact that he's so well double footed just proved that he could do it. Didn't have the most speed, but he could do it. And I think that is a crazy threat to have. Just a well balanced front three that can play across the board. And I think Kakpo is one of them. He's playing really well, right? After we bought Anthony, he started picking up his form again. Gakpo would be interesting. Would be interesting. I want a big signing though, Ignish. I want to show intent. I want to show real intent because these bloody Glazers are suddenly saying we don't have money again, and we are nowhere near the summer window. And Murto and that bar said, right, we have money this season, but we might not have money next year. I'm like, what does that mean, dude? Are you running your club at a loss? Because you do know we know you're not running your club at a loss. You can't fool us. So, are you a chef? No, GK, I'm not a chef, but I love eating food. And on my Instagram page, you'll see a bunch of food I go and eat out every now and then. That's the only photos I take. My Instagram channel is not really football oriented, but it's just a way to post my YouTube clips on it, like my YouTube videos on it in the stories. But I'm trying to see if I can convert that into some. It's just a channel where I like doing all the stuff I like doing. So I might post stuff on sports there, post stuff on food there, like restaurants I eat around Goa. So you'll see a lot of food pictures in my Instagram. Love food. What is the score in Bayern Dortmund? Hold on, Fred Ball Creeks. I'll help you out with that one. 1-0 Munich halftime. Bayern Munich 1-0. Jude Bellingham is it's not. I don't think he is Chai Batis. I don't think Bellingham is coming to Madrid. I'm telling you. I don't think so. Bro, I was telling everyone that Valverde reminds me of Steven Gerrard from January. But that nutcracker Suarez came and said it. And now everyone was like, look, he found it first. Justin for Sumo. Yeah. He's had a fantastic year here. Federico Valverde. Fantastic, yeah. Haaland, when he had a bad game at 1 week, the next week he's in God mode, which is a worrying sign of Liverpool. I know, funny thing in football creeks, I had a lot of confidence going into the derby game because I had like evidence, right? Like the 1-1 draw against Aston Villa. Of course, he did score the lone goal. Then the 3-0 of Wolves, even though they were down to 10 men for over 60 minutes, he scored one goal. I was like, we can hold him down. We can hold him down, but you know, we didn't. Simple as that. A shining show evidence. Levy couldn't even pull these. Bro, I don't. Swap. Can I be honest with you? I don't think Levy wanted to pull these signings off anyway. He doesn't seem like someone who's very happy to part with his money at all. So it might be you're completely right, but it also might be he has no interest in spending the monies. LJ fish curries, yeah, we're very famous for it here. Along this side of the coast and the opposite side of the coast, like from Goa onwards down, LJ. There's a lot of coastal cuisine that involves fish here in India. So Goa, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, like lot of fish curries on in our areas. Bengal obviously also has a lot of fish food in their culture of in the dining culture. It's like, yeah, we are quite famous for something called fish curry rice. That's how you order it when you're here in Goa. It's like this orangish coconut based curry that everybody who comes to Goa has to try like at least one time. Sometimes fish is not for you, but even if you just try the curry, because even the plain curry is so spicy. If you like spicy food, like if you ask them, the chef, just make it spicy. Oh God, at least you'll enjoy that. GK, it's funny you should say that, but one day I'm going to do an IRL channel as well, which will involve travel and food. mostly food because right now travel is really expensive. But there is something I'm going to do like a vlogging ish channel, GK. That is one of the plans to do that as well as this. So the days there is no football watch alongs because I don't do extensive football content because I like to make it a sports centric channel. So I don't want to do anything specific. So for me, watch alongs, discussions, these general things I will do on this channel. And the in IRL channel might be quizzes, dares, travel vlogs. There will be restaurant reviews for sure in that because I have a bunch of foodie friends. And yeah, I will definitely do something like that, GK. Don't worry. In time for sure. Probably sometime next year because I have to get ready for Christmas. We have a Christmas business, so I can't do it anyway this year, but definitely next year for sure. Everything considered. Yeah, Sarna, but we have a lot of Ms. Lecture and Benvenido Jude. Wow. Shai Batis is already welcoming Jude Bellingham into the club. I ate a fried whale. Yes, no, you didn't, Shai Batis. It's not legal in most countries. Don't ask me how I know that. Too many cooking shows. Bro, I'm currently sitting in a bed of packages after a big billion sale. They send a screen guard in a book like packet. Protection, someone. Protection. Protection for protection. Isn't that funny? GK, bro, I'm a chef too. Your vlogs should be 6 LJ. I won't hype anything up, LJ. It could be interesting though because I get to just be myself. I don't have to like I don't have to. It'll just be like a proper real life way of how I am instead of like getting hyped up for matches and just watching them all the time. Could be fun. Could be interesting. Plus, depending on the characters that are in the vlog, it could be even more fun, of course. Plus, you'll get to. I guess people will get to see uh, how Goan people are like in a way because it won't be anything. It won't be like a specific kind of channel. It'll just be things I like doing. Really, like most successful vlog channels, it's not based on a particular thing, but just how you are in general. So yeah, compared to past few years, Paratici has done proper transition. Without him, this could have taken for sure swap. I don't think you'd spend any kind of money if Levy was still in charge completely. If you have time, a little shame left too. If you have time, a little shame left. That's a good one, LJ. I like that. But I have no idea why they cancelled Arsenal. Football Creeks, they cancelled Arsenal. I know that answer. I can help you out, Football Creeks. They cancelled Arsenal and City in game week 12. I know that only because of the whole FPL thing, by the way, which game week it is. Because they had to reorganize Arsenal's Europa League fixture for some reason. I think, yeah, because, yeah, they had to reorganize Arsenal's Europa League fixture. I think it was during the Queen's thing. So they had to, because I think that was in London, that one. So they had to repurpose that one. So, and you have to get in all your Europa League games, right? Otherwise, it would be like Tottenham where they get no points and they get a loss. That's what happened, I think, in Tottenham's last Conference League game last season, or one of the last two games. So to avoid that, they agreed to reschedule it. Luckily for them, the Europa League opponents also agreed to reschedule it. And that's why City and Arsenal aren't playing on game week 12. I believe that is the reason. Yeah. So, guys, now that I've almost certainly caught up with the comments, what do you think is going to happen in the second half? And who was your man of the match in the first half? For me, I would say Son because Harry Kane's had a bit of a howler before the goal. Oh, Nando sauce. I know, yeah, Ignatius. We don't have Nando's, I think, in most of India. We don't have Nando's where I live, at least. And what are the usual? So it depends. So what happens, Ignatius, in certain cultures here in India? We don't eat certain meats. So, for example, the people who follow Hinduism don't eat beef, and in a lot of states, it's also banned, or you need a permission to sell it. and Muslims don't eat pork. Y- You know, the devoted ones here. We have a great Muslim contingency in our country as well. So a lot of cuisine is based on what you follow religiously, as well as what is available to you in the location you live. Like, there are various landlocked countries that have difficult access to fish. They have to get it from other states, which is a premium, and a lot of people can't afford that. So they have to go on a veg based diet, or if there are a lot of pure vegetarians in our country as well. There are a lot of states that are pure vegetarian people, like, so a lot of pure vegetarians in a state called Gujarat. Like, I don't know if it's changed, but all my Gujarati friends are basically pure veg. And so yeah, it varies from state to state, I would say. Ignatius, you'll have to do your research if you want like specific recipes for specific things. In Goa, we don't have a beef ban because I don't know why, but we don't any. It's very new, this beef ban in this country, but we don't have it here. So you'll get a people eating beef, pork here. Basically, everything in Goa is available in any restaurant here. But mostly in our country, from what I have gathered, a lot of people like to make a bunch of wonderful dishes in chicken. I don't eat chicken, but I eat the gravy to taste out of curiosity. But they make a lot of dishes in chicken here in India. And in certain parts of India, they make something called biryani. I'm sure you've heard of it if you've eaten Indian food in South Africa. So there is a state in our country that is where it kind of originated from, and they normally make it with lamb or mutton. So you get, and then there are the coastal states where they do a lot of work with fish. Like where I live right now, it's a very fish centric place. A lot of it is fish based. Like it's a part of your meal every day. So yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want. No, I will not eat you. This I will not eat you. Trossard is having an underrated season. I disagree. Football Creeks, I think he's having a fantastic season. We kind of discussed it at the beginning of the stream. I think he's doing really well, personally. When tour season started, Delhi is getting too chilly with the constant rain. Yeah, I mean, the tourists are pouring in now. They're going to pour in next month a lot more, GK. I hope someone buys Spurs and makes Levy leave. Yeah, I hope Levy leaves too. He's kind of sad. Harry Kane and Son, but Son is brilliant. I agree, Ignatius. I think Son is for me too. Trossard, how do you go post? Actually, Post actually a fucking, it's a drug. Posto is poppy seeds. Why is there no Uber in Goa? That's a fantastic question, LG. I know you've come to Goa, right? So that's a great question, actually. I will get back to it. Hold on a second. Kickoff has started. So there are some recipes being talked about here, Ignatius, if you're interested in any of these. Is eating pig chicken safe? No. Chai batis, you'll get something called salmonella. It's not a good idea. Grealish is better than Sancho this season. Hmm. Doesn't Sancho have more goals and assists though, Addy? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look that up one up. I mean, Man City are performing better though, so that, I guess at the end of the day, that's what counts. But individually, I'm not really sure about that. Yes, Hyderabad and Kerala are the cities and states which make a great biryani. Hyderabad's the home of biryani, Ignatius. It was made during the Sultanate time in India, and it used to be made with lamb or beef back then, but mostly lamb or mutton. Wait, I'll answer that question someone asked me earlier. I'd eat as dinner. Interesting. Not much of a seafood person. Why is there no Uber in India? Okay, I'll answer this, LJ. There's no Uber in India because we have a taxi. Basically, we have a taxi union, and the same taxi union doesn't allow rickshaws to have meters. We don't charge with meters here, LJ. I think if LJ, if I'm not mistaken, you're from Bombay, right? Could be wrong, but they don't charge by meters here in Goa. So there's no meter. You don't run a meter when you take a black and yellow rickshaw here. They literally just tell you a price. If you want to go somewhere, they go, yeah, it's going to be this much. And that's because we have a We have a taxi union, and that's why Uber's not allowed to come here. Although we have something called Goa Miles, but that is state sanctioned, so the taxi commission can't interfere. But we have something called Goa Miles. If you're in Goa, you'll have to download that and put a little money in there. But it mostly works only in the capital LJ, which I know you've come to Goa a few times. It only works in Panjim mostly, very efficiently. But yes, that's why we don't have Uber. We have a taxi commission, a taxi union that won't allow it. Lamb is great. Also, chicken's always good. Ignatius, if you love chicken, you'll get a lot of flavorful food here. The majority of the population eat chicken here. In Goa, we like to eat beef and pork because of the Portuguese influence we've had. So there's a lot of Goan food that's based on that. And it's one of the states where beef's not banned or you require a license. It's natural to procure here, which this is the new change that they made in the country recent, maybe 10, 12 years ago. I don't know, some time ago. People in the chat will know that better than me because we don't aren't affected by it in Goa, so I don't know. Fluff the shot off the box. Sun being left to run in space. Oh, that looked like a foul. Oh, that was a foul. That looked like a foul, Veltman. Sorry, buddy. We do brag Grealish, but he needs a point to prove because of the price tag. Agreed, football creeps. Agreed. Yeah, so Ignatius, you can just you'll enjoy India if you ever come here. Lot of chicken going on here. Oh, someone got a yellow, probably for dissent. Yeah, I agree. Because of the price tag, he needs to do a lot more. But he's kind of young, yeah. There's plenty of time to do that. God, guys, I'm feeling so tired because I did a stream at Almighty Blues. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I'm feeling kind of tired, but the Chelsea game was so exciting that I actually kind of am not hungry. But if this game doesn't get interesting, I'm going to go drowsy now. This game has to become more interesting. I'm very excited for the Liverpool and Arsenal game tomorrow. Guys, I will be doing a Liverpool Arsenal watch along as well as a United Everton watch along. It's going to be a long night for me. Love your company if you're free, of course. If you ever go with a vegan on a restaurant, don't trust him ordering. Do I eat a thing called vegan mutton after eating? Yeah, bro, you can't trust a vegan, my friend. You can't. They're trying to convince you that these meat alternatives are a real thing. It's not. Yeah. I'm very happy that people can live like that if that's how they want to live. But fake meat thing is weird. Just eat regular vegetables, right? Why do you have to do that? So it's really crazy. Fake mutton biryani. Oh my god. Just eat vegetables. It's not that big a deal here. I'm a vegan. I love mutton. Exactly, Ignatius. डब भाई लगता है ये बकरे सब ज़्यादा जमती है. The vegan I eat sheep every day, of course. Makes sense. You know who makes actually good lamb, guys? I don't know if you're are very explorative when it comes to food, but try going to I don't know. Suman, Arnab, tell me. You'll know this better than me, but there is still a little bit. There are still a few Parsis in Bengal, right? Still, those Parsi cafes run by Parsi people like who moved from Bombay and stuff, and they've come there. If there are, you got to go try their lamb, or you have to go to a place that serves Persian food or Iranian food. If you like lamb, I think you will really like the way they cook food. I went to eat kebabs recently. I'm not much of a meat eater. I went to eat kebabs at a Persian restaurant and it was fantastic. It was run by these Rajasthani people. The funny thing about Rajasthan guys is that they also eat a lot of mutton there. So they know what they're doing when it comes to cooking mutton. Restaurant pretty good. Sri Lanka is from Sri Lanka to Many in thousands. You got to go try the Parsi cafes and see if they have any mutton. Or you can try something called Patranu Machi. I know all this because my mom is Parsi. So you got to go try it. Yeah. They know how to cook lamb. Mumbai has, of course, dal mas. Exactly. Of course, GK. Being from Bombay ourselves, we know that. I'm also from Bombay. My mom is from Bombay. So, yeah. Lot. I said in Bengal because I don't really know. Last time I remember there being a Parsi contingency in Bengal. They're not really spread out very much, GK. Most of the majority of them really do live in Bombay. So, yeah. Some actually used to live in Gujarat because apparently they fled from Iran, and the first place they stopped at was Gujarat in India. So you'll see a lot of Parsi people speaking Gujarati. Fun fact: a lot of Parsi people speak Gujarati because they came from Iran to Gujarat and then they moved wherever they wanted to after that. Oh, you're from Delhi, and yeah, the taxi is what I heard. Exactly, dude. Traffic cops are a headache. If you don't know how to speak the local language or you don't have local plates, bro, they'll bother you. It's best to just follow the rules in Goa, otherwise, you will get robbed. Harry Kane's not fast enough. Unsurprised about that. So I had a lamb in a puja of my village. I can say the lamb curry of Bengal. Yeah, I'm sure. Also very close to Bangladesh, and they also eat a lot of lamb. Dude. There's a lot of influence of Bengal of lamb, I guess, as well. Yeah. Persian lamb is famous. There's a Chinese restaurant named Tung Nam. It's of pork. It's exceptional. More than... Bro, I don't eat pork. Every now and then I eat beef. I'm straight vegetarian, bro. Like seriously, I'm okay not eating meat. I eat beef once in a while just because I've been doing that since I was a child. But for me, I can go vegetarian. Seriously, I don't mind. Doesn't bother me at all. In UP, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, you hardly get seafood. Exactly, GK. I was telling. That's what I was saying to Ignatius. There are countries which are the states which are landlocked, and you have to kind of figure out it. That's why there's a lot of chicken in India, a lot of variety of chicken dishes in India. Seafoods in Chilika is OP. Swap, where are you from? Are you from Bombay? Near Bow Bazaar. This is your Chasma market. Wait, octopus, the dish was 1,200 bucks a serving. Oh, bro, 1,200 bucks. You can get lobster of 1,000 in Goa, dude. 1,200 is a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And Romero's down. Hi, Ankit. I was just talking about you. I was just saying I was on your channel. Hope you had some dinner. Swap chill on a fresh food. Yeah. Hope you had some dinner. Hope you're rejuvenated. I'm looking forward to going and having my own dinner now. This game has slowed down a little bit. The first half, Tottenham had a lot of control, but I don't know. Let me know, Ankit, if you want to come. Tell me what's going on. I thought Tottenham had a lot of control over the ball in the first half. They have been pushed back a little in the second half. Had some Sorry, March had a really nice chance actually. Fizzed slightly past the goalkeeper. I think that was just before halftime. Brighton getting more into the game, I think, in the second half. Hi, Sanjeev. Good evening. About to see for sure. Why so late dinner? What do you have in? So GK, I didn't have dinner because I had a short turnover from being on Almighty Sports channel, Almighty Blues FC. We watched the Chelsea game together. I had a little bite. It'll work. I'm not feeling hungry at the moment because I'm enjoying the game and obviously the conversation. And yeah, I'll eat what now? That's half an hour. I can hold off. Happens when you have the late night interesting games. Happens. Almighty Blues will know that better than me. I mean, he watches cricket and football and other leagues also. Ankit will definitely understand this. Today I take retirement from watching Indian Super League matches. Oh, because of the Northeast United thing, Sanjeev. Yeah, we were being told that on Ankit Bhai's channel there was a person sitting in the stadium in Bangalore, and he was telling us what was going on. Hard luck, yeah. Tight game. I literally have four screamer, one yours, one there, Classica, one Ballard. Exactly, Ankit bhai. That's exactly what I told them. I told them there's so much to watch, and the timings get crazy personally for you. You know, you have to like eat at weird times and stuff. But yeah, Ankit Bhai just he loves football, specifically football and cricket, and he'll watch 2, 3 games at a time. I don't know how he does it, but he does. Yeah. Yeah, Sanjeev, don't take it to heart. Yeah, Spurs are locking the score now. Yeah, I mean, LJ, I don't think they're really interested in scoring more goals. I don't think they are. How's the match going? My family has the remote because it's not United or team. Ignatius, your family has wonderful taste. Where unfortunately for you, you can't watch the football, but they have fantastic taste in teams, I would say. Brighton are getting back into the game, Ignatius. They are trying to penetrate from the flanks in particular. They are doing a much better job than they did in the first half. But it looks like Tottenham are kind of settling for it at the moment. I think they're just really settling in for the moment. I think they're trying to just hit on the counter and get them off guard. Because again, in my opinion, Brighton are playing solid. I'm very impressed with this new coach. I like the fact that I like the fact that he's not showing as much respect as I thought he would to teams being a new coach, especially the Liverpool game. You know, I was really, really surprised. I thought he would be more respectful, which is just a nicer way of saying way more on the back foot. But he didn't, to his credit, of course, because that's how they got. Oh, that was lining up perfectly for Son. Sessignon with a lovely cross. It was offside, it doesn't matter. So yeah, so they are trying to get into the game, but to Brighton's credit, they are being very defensively solid. That goal was a bit of a freak goal, Ignatius, if we're being honest. Looked very awkward, Harry Kane taking that, but again, it doesn't matter. It's a goal, and Brighton are looking to get back into the game, but they are very defensively sound. They aren't getting a look in at the moment unless it's from the flanks. But yeah, Tottenham look like they are very much interested in defending more now. Yeah, Harry Kane's dropping deep as usual, which I will never understand. But I mean, I understand why he's doing it. I just don't know why he has to do it every game. But yeah, I mean, they have to figure out their team to perform a function better. Oh, almost said. Oh, that was unlucky. Caicedo almost let Welbeck through. Imagine tomorrow you're eating food while watching. No, bro, I'm not watching. I'm eating food way before the games. Trust me, because I'm going to go live on Arsenal Liverpool, which is at 9. I'm going to eat way before. Don't worry. Today it just happened to be like that. Normally I time it a lot better. Today I couldn't time it correctly. I don't know from which angle they saw that offside. Yeah, you know, it was. We were being. Me and Ankit Bhai were getting notes. What's going on the match? I guess we'll have to see the replay, but later on. Happens more now because the leagues are owned by some corporate. Exactly, dude. Right? You involved. Oh, wide. Hurricane wide. They're inching closer. I have a feeling that Spurs will play like this till World Cup. I won't be surprised if Spurs bombard after the World Cup. Oh, it could be. It could be they are trying to conserve themselves for the World Cup. You know, a lot of these players are going to get called up. A lot of these players want to play for their country. You can some of them it will be their last World Cup. You never know. So you can imagine, yeah, they are playing on the safer side. But I also think Antonio Conte plays on the safer side anyway with this swing back system. You know, so it could be that as well. That could be a motivating factor. But I think they like. I think like being. I think he likes just being more defensively solid anyway. could sometimes end up in a slow play. But I'm going to say what I said on Ankit Bhai's channel as well, Swap, which is 3 points are the only thing that matters, dude. When you're playing 9 games in 1 month, I'll take 3 points, dude. I don't care. I'll take 3 points. I want McMayonnaise on Paratha. Come on, Chai Batis, that's not happening. If that happens, I have to question him a little bit. I have to question him a little bit. If McTominay gets to start again, Chai Batis, I have to. I'm 5'4", but my brother 6'1". I don't know, dude. Jeans. From today, I will watch any league, but not Indians who have done. By the way, score is 62 minutes, 45, 46, 47 seconds. 1-0 Tottenham. Sun cross to Harry Kane header. 1-0 in first half, and it's still 1-0 at the moment. Yeah. Oh, lovely seeing off the ball by Ryan Sessegnon. Great shielding. He's had a good game today, Ryan Sessegnon. To his credit, he's had in my opinion, a very good game today. So that's one positive thing. Yeah. I like the fact that he's had a very solid game today. More solid games he has, the more it justifies him starting. Because he didn't have the best season when he was bought by Tottenham. The first year was really bad for him, I would say. Really bad. So, and what was a promising player when he was bought from the Championship, right? Kaoru Mitoma is coming on, I believe. I think he created some problems in the Liverpool game, didn't he? If LJ is here, LJ can corroborate that story. Spurs are a mid-season team, to be honest. Question is, when's the mid-season, Ignatius? Now that we have World Cup in, what would you consider a mid-season now? That would be an interesting debate. McTominay is McCookie. 8 players of our 11 players are starters for the exactly. So I mean, if that is the case, then kudos to Antonio Conte for preserving his players by playing a safe style and getting the points required. Kudos to him, because if he is helping out with by protecting the players, by making this the style of play. Although I think he would play like this anyway. If that is truly the case, then it's fantastic, because you should want your best players going to the World Cup having a good World Cup, bringing their momentum back into the domestic game. So why not? If that's the case, then credit to Antonio Conte for doing that. But I have a feeling that he's going to pretty much do that until he might either get better quality players, or I don't think he's capable of switching up his style anyway, Swap, to be honest. Maybe a more attacking version of the 3-5-2, but yeah, maybe he needs just better players. Who knows? Let's see what he does with Paratici. Maybe pick up some Italian players, promising Italian players, young ones. Paratici is very good at getting good players. So see, he has a reputation to maintain, and which could be in Tottenham's benefit long term. So we are going to have to see. We're going to have to stay tuned to find out. So Mitoma is coming in for the Purvis Stupinian. Something funny happened in the ISL game, LJ. Sanji will be better to tell you this. But I believe there was an offside. There was like a bunch of violence. There was a goal disallowed. Like at the dying end of the game, if I remember correctly. Yeah. There was some controversy. Also, I thought it was a pretty physical game, LJ. I think that's what we've been told. So yeah. I'm back, Mahmoud. Who's Mahmoud, dude? I actually don't know who you're talking about. Funny enough, I haven't actually watched Family Guy. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't really watch Family Guy though. Ooh, Sassignon on the run on the flank, has plenty of space. Tries to pick the player, gets nobody. Oh my god, he had all the time in the world. What's happening, Ryan Sassignon? Second half of last season was wild, and that too we didn't have that good depth than we have currently. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think Tottenham are going to finish top four swap, so it's possible. Ami Suraj ki Valobasi, is that how you pronounce it? If it's Bengali, I'm pretty sure I didn't say the last word correctly because you pronounce A's differently, don't you? In Bengali. But yeah, last season was wild, and that too. I don't even know what I said. Can you at least tell me what I said privately, Arnab? That would be nice. Danny Welbeck on the wing. Uh, you made me abuse him, didn't you? Terrible clearance by Sassignon, but it does the job. It falls right back to a Brighton player. Caicedo with the ball. Twist turns. Trossard. Mitoma with the ball running down the wing. Tries to curl one in. Gets blocked by Holbieg. You have done a mistake, Nathan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have, dude. Pretty sure. Conte go away from Kobani Spurs. I don't know. Is he that bad, GK? I don't know. Yeah. Don't know if he's that bad. He could do better with better players, though. You have to take that into account. I mean, he did win stuff with Chelsea. Oh my god, that was a bad pass. I mean, Spurs are not attacking Brighton at all. It's almost like they're a little too comfortable. Brighton might make them pay. They're way too comfortable. Oh, Mitoma darts past three players, past the fourth player. Oh wow, Mitoma just turned on the gears out of nowhere and just drive past four players. Oh, they're getting too complacent. Spurs are getting too complacent now. That's not good. Bobby Sanchez with the clearance. That was sad. But anyway, you are trapped, Nathan. Means I love you, Su. It's all right then. I think Suraj is all right. No homo. Poch was good. Yeah, but GK Poch was God for Spurs. But my God, that last season was dreadful for him, wasn't it? I think Swap can answer that question better. Nothing funny, just for your information. One team player, 14 player, one player. Yeah, no, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, nothing. LJ means something funny happened means like something suspicious, something bad like that. That's what he meant. He meant like what was the funny business that happened? Like what was the negative thing that happened? I want Lloris handing Oibek the armband properly. Yeah, he's not a good captain. What's happening with Leicester City, Sanjeev? The Brendan Rodgers effect is over. I know Suraj loves him, but it's over. Basuma out, Richarlison in. Taking off a midfielder. What's going on here? Trying to get a last minute goal. Maybe more attacking style of play. Who knows? Okay. Doherty seems like he's not interested whatsoever. Can't lie, Tottenham is not the team for Conte at all. Maybe so, Ignatius, but maybe so. But he can turn it around, gets better players. They got Paratici after getting Conte. Could show a sign that changes are to come. As far as changing the style of play, he's going to play a back three. But if with better quality players, the back three might be even better. He could go 3-4-3. Doesn't have to play 3-5-2. 3-4-3 is more attacking, more spread out. Is that what they've done? He's taken a Bissouma. Are they playing 3-4-3 now? Oh, they are playing 3-4-3, aren't they? Well, they scored 2 goals in 20 minutes. A swap. I mean, Ignatius and GK. Then it just goes to show you if. Okay, I don't know why Sanchez died for that, but it wasn't actually close. But good attempt anyway. I think. Let's see that. Was it close? Maybe I'm seeing this wrong. You can see why he died for that. But yeah, what if they score 2 goals now in the next 20 minutes? That just means that with better players and maybe a more improved back three formation, they could do work. I don't know if I will watch the Getafe match or try about this. I might join the boys for half an hour or second half. I just need to eat right now, really. Not right now, but by the time I'm done. And I said 3-0, right? I said 3-0 on the predictions of TCSP. I think they'll want to have a better performance after the draw and the tight win against Shakhtar. I'm going to expect them to come out with a little more intention. So yeah, hopefully they'll get a good clean win. At least some good news for Barcelona. De Jong is fit and Kunde will be fit for El Clasico. Not sure. Let's see, man. Let's see. More players you get. Really unlucky during the Nations League, by the way. But yeah, Clasico is going to be fun next week. That'll be exciting. Oh, speaking of which, guys, thank you for reminding me. What's the score in the Clasica? 2-0 to Munich. I don't think anyone's surprised. I think everyone thought Munich was going to win anyway. Oh, yeah, Sanchez a bad or good keeper? Ignatius, I think Sanchez a good keeper. I think he has an assist in him. His ball distribution's that good. I don't know why he doesn't get a chance to play for Spain. I know that coach, God, I forgot his name now. Enrique loves Unai Simon, but I mean, I think if he gives Bobby Sanchez a chance, I think he'll like him even better. Because sometimes I find Unai Simon do some weird stuff when they play around the back. Like he purposely allows too much pressure to be caused when he's trying to play the ball from the back. And I think ball from Son with a curler. Woohoo! Outside the box. Ryan Sessegnon. Oh no. Offside. Oh my god, no, yeah. Come on. Oh no, the guy pulled back his run. Didn't follow Son. That's actually kind of genius by Veltman. But see, he didn't even see Sessegnon. That was not good, Sonny boy. If that was blocked, people would have been peeling you off that today. I won't do a live Classico stream, Sanjeev. I'll probably be on TCSP channel. I don't really know what's happening. Also, I don't know the timing of the games, dude, because United might play on the same day. So I don't really know. I don't look that far ahead. I only do the week I'm doing. So I know what streams I'm going to do like from Monday. Well, like when Monday comes, I check what streams I'm going to do. I figure it out and then I make thumbnails for it. So I have actually no idea what I'm going to do until the United game Monday morning and figure out which ones I'm going to do. 3-0 to get no, not 3-0 to get off 3-0 to Real Madrid. What are you having for dinner? I think I'm having paneer. Paneer and chapati, GK. Ignatius, what the time in your place? Arnab, I think South Africa is. I saw it yesterday. I think they're about 3.5 hours or 4 hours behind us. 3.5 hours. It's nighttime there too as well. I think something like that. Yeah. Oh, Ignatius is saying it's 3.5 hours, right? 8-2. What's the time in India now? 11:32, Ignatius. 11:32 a.m. 28 minutes to midnight. Yeah, we're about 3 hours. That's not a bad time difference, actually. 3.5 hours. That's all right. Oh, Son, poor guy's ghosted. I mean, seriously, the Weltman just pulled back the run. Brilliant, if you think about it. I agree, but we are desperate for some silverware, and currently he has potential. Yeah, Swap. I think if you improve the team and just play a 3-4-3 instead of 3-5-2, just have little more attack up in front. A proper holding player, a proper 8. I think a 6 and an 8. You don't even need a 10, dude, with your wingers and your striker. Just a 6 and an 8, like a real good one. I think y'all can do stuff 3-4-3 because he's not going to change his formation. So you need better quality players. That's it. That's the best you can do, really. I want to visit Africa, especially Sudan, Egypt, and Sierra Leone. My God. Egypt sounds nice. I prefer Egypt, Morocco, and South Africa. Morocco sounds like it's going to be fun. The Arab culture meets African culture. That would be pretty interesting. They speak French there as well, and Arabic. Pretty interesting. You support Japan as an Asian country in the world? No, Sanjeev. I cannot change my country like I cannot change my club, unfortunately. As much as I might get bantered for it, I can't. People were telling me to join Portugal after the England last stream we did. Like, come on, join the. Oh, Welbeck has a chance. Pulls it wide. Hey, Tottenham are getting very complacent. Don't be surprised if Brighton score. They're getting way too complacent now. They're getting way too complacent. My God, Danny Welbeck had time on the ball as well. Lovely run by Welbeck. Three people around him. No one near him though. Had plenty of time to get that shot off as well. Three people. Look at that angle. Three people. Yeah, they are asking for trouble. They are asking for trouble. I mean, I am mesmerized by the savannas and the Serengetis. Serengeti. You like life on the edge. Sierra Leone is good, but Sudan. Which Sudan? There are two. Yes, that's right. Right. There's Sudan and there's South Sudan. That's true. Yeah, he does like living life on the edge, doesn't he? Bit of a troublemaker. Uh, ooh, lovely hold off play by Sassignon today. Is that a good game? South Sudan is very young. For the average height is 7 feet. Good lord, a bunch of tall people. Are you sure the average height is 7 feet? Ooh, I thought the tallest people were in the Congo, or was that the Netherlands? I don't remember. Netherlands have a lot of tall has one of the highest average height people for a country as well. Oh, Perisic. Oh my god, I totally forgot Perisic wasn't playing. Okay, I've had a howler in FPL today, guys. I've had Perisic came off the bench, James comes off the bench. I get no clean sheet points from both of them. Do anybody thinks Perisic is going to get on the board, guys? Do you think I can recover my points? I totally forgot Perisic wasn't playing. It's Sessegnon, right? Just completely went over me. Oh, well, he's playing left wing because they got rid of Sun. That's good. Please like the stream, guys. Do share it with anybody you know, anybody that watches football in general. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, on the way to 250 subs, guys. 30-ish subs to go, 35-ish subs left to go. Sevilla and Athletic Club are 1-1. Currently now with 10 minutes to go. Oh, Dortmund has pulled one back, guys. 2-1 in their Klassiker. It's going to be a last 10 minutes. Interesting 10 minutes. Adam Lallana is coming on now. Yes, South Sudan is the tallest country in the world now. Wow. Must be not a really big country though, dude, if the average height of the people are 7 feet. Must be a small population. Sudan before they split was a huge chunk of Africa, wasn't it? Hi, Giovanni from Jamaica. Welcome. I am Nathan. I'm an Indian. A bunch of Indians in the chat as well from various parts of India as well. We have Ignatius who's from South Africa as well. I am a United fan, but I do PL watch alongs, so you feel free to join any and every watch along I do. Welcome to the channel. What are your thoughts as a Spurs fan? Especially the second half. I thought first half you all had a lot of control over the ball, but after the goal, I felt like Brighton was building into the game. Brighton just got lucky there. That could have been a terrible goal. So do tell us your thoughts, Giovanni from Jamaica. Lovely. God, that's a nice place to go and visit too, isn't it? But yeah, do tell us your thoughts on the game. Hi, Pratham. Hi. Thank you for joining in, dude. Do join me for tomorrow's game if you're free as well. You're going to see me possibly lose my mind if Ronaldo scores. Dude, we need a Ronaldo goal. We need a Ronaldo goal bad. I don't care if he shoots it with a shin. We just need one. We need to do a siu, a proper one. It's not too large. Yes, it's very, very new. Welcome, Giovanni. Yeah. It's not too large, Igne. Yeah, South Sudan is very new country. That's true. Yes, also, guys, please welcome Pratham in the chat as well. He joined us on Ankit's channel as well. I believe he's a United fan. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Oh, Chai Batis. I don't know why would they do that? Oh God, Hoiberg tried to do some pretty dinky thing. Oh, Wispas, come on, Richarlison, make the run, man. What are y'all doing? Y'all are tempting fate here. Y'all are tempting fate here. Don't be surprised if this match ends in a draw now. Oh my God, Hoiberg, you really tried to be pretty at the wrong time, yeah. Just feed him in properly. And Richarlison doesn't even make. Charlison slides tackles after the ball passes them. Giovanni, if you're still there, Swap is also a Tottenham Hotspurs fan, by the way. Chai Batis, I don't think it will be like the West Indies, simply because Jamaica actually has a pretty good team for football. Like, it's not the best team in the world, but it's a pretty good team. Like, now that they got even Michael Antonio switched his allegiance to Jamaica, right? They have Ethan Pinnock, I think, from fortunately he scored an own goal today, but from Brentford. They have a good but Jamaica is a quite a decent team. Pratham saying I would be satisfied if United score. Yeah, me too. Because they're nothing in front of other Pan American teams. Yeah, of course, sorry about this, but Jamaica is actually probably one of the better football teams from the Caribbean side. You'd have to ask Giovanni though. He'll know this much better than I would. Mitoma with a back pass and a smashing clearance by Dyer. No nonsense. Trinidad and Tobago very rich, you know. They have a good domestic team as well, don't they? Trinidad and Tobago have a lot of good cricketers have come out from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to you, Spurs. You're gonna win. Come on, man. Spurs gotta win. Seriously. They've become too complacent though. It's very frightening. Second half. Well, you'd be satisfied. Post the Kane goal, I think it's all been Brighton, but they don't have the killer in front yet. In some way, I agree, Pratham. It's funny because Danny Welbeck made a lot of teams pay last season, but not so much this season at the moment. Let's get a Spurs fan idea on it. Yes, Chris Gale is Jamaican, I believe. No, he is Christopher Henry Gale, as he likes to be called. Giovanni is saying, I think it's a good game. Like the formation is good, 3-5-2, and Basuma plays very good. Also, good changes in the last 10 minutes. 3-5-2 formation is looking good, but they need a little oomph in the midfield, don't you think, Giovanni? They need something that makes you go, all right, let's take the game by the scruff of the neck, control it in the middle. Don't be over reliant on a darting run by Son or dropping deep by Kane. Somebody to just hold fort in the middle of the pitch, you know, ping a ball from the middle, try to create a through pass from the middle. That would be good. But I mean, after the Kane goal, though, what do you think, Giovanni? After the Kane goal, it has kind of been a little bit of Brighton's game, don't you think? They've had the better chances. They are the more assertive team. They're not. I feel like Spurs are trying to hit more on the counter after they have scored, especially in the second half. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Brighton had a good control of the game, but I mean they have not been clinical either, so it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, a win's a win, and Brighton have just, no, for all their attacking threats, they have not really. Oh my God, I was just about to eat my words. Trossard was almost in. Oh, I mean, Spurs are playing a really, really tricky game of sitting back like this, though. Just 3 minutes plus extra time. And they're still getting picked up. What is Spurs doing? They're getting picked up from ground passes, short ground passes. Like, what's happening here? Oh my God, Spurs are gambling right now, guys. Spurs are gambling now. What do you think, Giovanni? Do you like the fact that they're sitting back and trying to hold off for the victory? It's very dangerous. What do you think, Giovanni? Swap. I'm sure y'all are very nervous right now. I mean, they're taking short penetrative passes, even though they're outnumbering the Brighton players in their own box. It looks like they're switching off a little bit, which is not good. Doherty with his beard and mustache looks. Tarek Lamptey's coming. Oh, and Billy Gilmore for Veltman and March. Oh my God, Lamptey. Attacking threat, quick threat. Ooh. They're going guns blazing now. What do you guys say? I don't think it's dusty, Pratham. I think much like every football club, they have an up and down. And it's a shame Pochettino didn't win a lot with them or anything with them, because I really, really thought that in recent memory, Poch should have won something with them, the teams they had. Ajay, I have no idea. Is she in a FIFA song? I have no clue, dude. I don't know why you want to do that, Arnab, but if that's what you want to do it. Go for it. If you have a bucket list, do it. If it is for the World Cup thing, I'll take it. Yeah, swap. You know what? If you want your players to go to the World Cup, or the players will want to, obviously. If you're playing some kind of pragmatic football, Skip is coming on for Kane, I guess. Kane can't afford the injury. Dude, if Kane gets injured, the English fans are going to go mad. English fans are going to go mad. Conte is in a tough position because he's going to have to not play Kane eventually. He's just going to have to. Kane for Skip. The three forwards for tomorrow will be Martial, Anthony, and Rashford. Also would drop Bruno, play Ericsson in the 10, and Casemiro and Scott. Ooh, you're going with Tank Tomine, Pratham. Gutsy, Pratham, gutsy. Tank Tomine. I wouldn't mind Casemiro, Christensen, Bruno either. Tank Tomine is an interesting combination, though. I want to see that goal. I'm on a music channel. No goal. No goal. Still 1-0, Ignatius. Still 1-0. There's 1-0 and there's basically extra time left. It's 90 minutes down. Nora performing in the World Cup anthem video. I mean, good for her, dude. She dances fantastically. It's a good opportunity to get more eyes on her. So, good for her. I don't really care about the World Cup anthem, if I'm being honest with you, but that's... Oh my God, 5 minutes extra time. Oh, you're having a laugh. It's almost like people want Spurs to draw. Most of them are playing World Cup for the first time, second. I know, yeah. It's an exciting opportunity as well, isn't it? Mitoma is just running around Spurs defense now. I don't know what's going on here, but Mitoma has become a problem. Just like in the Liverpool game, he was a problem when he came on. Oh my God, is this Japanese star going to make moves here in the Premier League? It might be too soon to tell, but seriously, he ran past 4 players. He gave the runaround to Oliver Skip. Funny enough, he skipped around Skip. Skipped around Skip. Not many chances you'll get to do that, but okay, or say that. But yeah. Oh my God, just crashed into him from behind. Free kick taken, looping cross. Lloris doesn't come to take it. What the hell is Lloris doing? Goes straight to another Brighton player on the other side of the box. Was going straight for Mitoma, but there was one player there. Oh, head collision. That's unfortunate. Oh, is he okay? Lewis Dunk doesn't look in good condition right now. He's not moving a lot. You know what I would do, Pratham? This Mitoma guy has been loved. Oh, dude, since he ran past 4 people like the first couple of minutes he went there, that was awesome. He's looking like a problem, and he's looking like a solution for other teams if they're watching. You know what I was thinking, Pratham? I was thinking, why not take the 3 contributors to the Omonia's game and play them as the front 3? So Rashford on the right, Martial on the left, Ronaldo in front. Why not? right? I know why not, but why not award the players who made the contributions? That's what I'm saying. I think you have to play Martial and Rashford. I think especially Martial, who's been getting a literally next to no time to play and getting goals and winning penalties and getting assists. If you don't give him game time for Everton, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. I think he's going to go with the front three. You think, but I wouldn't mind Ronaldo up front. Let Rashford play on the right or left, whatever. Put them on whichever side of the wing you want to. They're anyway both righties, but Martial's just more technical. So I would put Martial on the right if you want, like whatever, whichever way works, and just reward the players that performed well against Omonia because why not? Ronaldo gave a lovely assist. I know people want him to score. I get it. I understand, but I mean, he had a good assist, man. Like give the guy a break. Like it's so sad that his confidence is so low and people are just like bothering him so much. It's like people for like 10, 12 years have been waiting for this to happen, and it's finally happened at 38 years old, and now people are like, he's crap. Bro, he's not crap, dude. He's just getting older, and he's low on confidence. I mean, he lost a child like months ago, and he showed up to play, and like he probably shouldn't have played for a while, but he came like what 3 days later and played a game against Arsenal, scored a goal even. Like just cut the guy a break, man. That's all I'm saying. Like just let him play with Marshall Rashford. If he doesn't do well, put Rashford in the middle or Marshall in the middle. Bring on Anthony in the second half. Just award players for doing well. That cross was lovely on his wrong foot. It was a left-footed cross. He did well. Reward him, man. That's it. I don't think it's too much to ask. I don't think it's going to happen, but hopefully it happens. 1 minute left, guys. Hard luck for the Brighton coach. He had a lot of momentum in that Liverpool game. He'll feel a little hard done, no doubt. The second half performance is way better. No, but we are going to win because we have two of our best players injured, Lucas and Kulishevsky. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know you don't like the gameplay, but you're going to win. That's what matters, Giovanni. I completely agree. The end of the day, the 3 points matters. Lucas comes in, Kulishevsky comes in. This match does look a little different, at least gameplay wise. Kulishevsky is a very dynamic player. It is a loss, no doubt. Want Scott and Casemiro both in there just for a bit of stability. Also, Varane might not be playing. I don't think he is playing tomorrow, Pratham. Don't think he is playing tomorrow. Lindelof and Martinez weren't that bad, but we don't really have a choice, do we, when it comes to centre backs? So there's no point even debating it. I don't want Harry Maguire in. Give Lindelof a chance. I know that sounds controversial, but whatever. I don't care. Let Lindelof play a couple more games. But yeah, I want Rashford on the left, Martial up top because they've both been linking. Oh yeah, they have that bond from a couple of years back, right, when they played front three. They have a good bond together, no doubt. But gotta play Ronaldo, man. I don't know. You gotta do something with him. Ronaldo's situation sad, really. It is really sad, Ignatius. It's like not even like you don't even know what to say. It's that kind of difficult situation to think of. We'll join in the Getafe game. Yeah, cool. No, thank you for joining. And we're going to wrap up anyway now. I'm absolutely tired today. Pratham knows we had a very exciting Chelsea game as well. You know what? I think Ten Hag has somewhat stopped the dressing room league, so it's the same old narrative against. Yes, close to player. Yeah, they have, Pratham. That's a very, very astute notice you made. I've noticed it's become the according to players thing too as well. And Ten Hag, for the most part, has put a stop to this nonsense. It's a very, very good point you have, Pratham. Very good point. Yeah. I mean, Ronaldo is going to get hate no matter what happens. Let's just be honest with each other. It's just going to happen whether we like it or not. But yeah, it is what it is. When you're one of the best, you get hate like this. Full time, guys. Tottenham pulled it off. Congratulations to Spurs fans. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. The Klassiker finishes in 2-2. Bayern Munich absolutely bottled it. 90 minutes plus extra time. Bayern Munich got a red card. You love to see it. The overconfidence that Bayern Munich possess. Sometimes, it's just not good enough. Anthony Modeste with a 95th minute goal. Oh, Bayern fans are gonna not like that. Oh, and the yellow wall's gonna go erupt today. Congratulations. The game just got over 2-2. Modeste and Mukoko scored for Dortmund, and who scored for Bayern? Leroy Sané and Leon Goretzka. Interesting. So their Klassiker ends in a draw. Everyone who watched the Premier League match today, 5 matches, 5 results, one way or the other. You love to see it. And much appreciated when I feel nothing else. It's just fun talking with the community and enjoying football. Sports is meant to be enjoyed with other people. I've always believed that, irrespective of whichever fan or whichever team you support, I've always believed you watching it together is way more fun. Martial's back because he is like the number 9. Hopefully, dude. He's had a good 2 performances. You should reward, if you're going by meritocracy, like 10 hour claims he is. You got to play Rashford and Martial, whether anyone likes to admit it or not. You have to. You play good football, we take 3 points. Yeah, Swap, I agree. And sometimes you don't play good football and you take 3 points, like today. 3 points is what matters at the end, Swap. Don't worry about what anyone says. I take the win over being pretty any day. Regardless of personnel, for me, I just want Ten Hag to work on United when they're out of possession. Yes. What score? Godson, Spurs wins. I don't know where you're from. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Spurs win 1-0. Games just got over. Their classic finishes 2-2. Bayern got a red card. 95th minute leveler by Anthony Modeste. I wonder if he wore the cap. You know that FIFA card where he has the cap on, kind of like a meme. Yeah. If Brighton did better with their chances, Spurs team, oh, for sure, Golazzo. I think even Swap can agree, who's a Spurs fan, with Giovanni in the chat. They're both Spurs fans. Brighton had a lot of good opportunities, especially in the second half, and they just didn't take their chances. But that's football, dude. Sometimes you win ugly, and that's sometimes the best win you can get, because there's just no excuses from anyone when you win ugly. Anyway, guys, the game's over. I'm off to eat dinner. Classy moment for upstairs. Jan was an influential person. Yes, that was a classy moment. They did a minute silence for one of the trainers who died at 62. Lost his life to cancer, unfortunately, at the beginning of the game. I will head off, guys. If you all want to watch the Madrid match, it's coming up soon. Go join TCSP there. Go have fun. Dortmund equalized in 95. Yes, they did. Ajay, I did tell the chat that Anthony Modeste, Bayern Munich got a red card. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I know it's late everywhere, especially if you're in India. Thank you to everyone who's not from India and is supporting the channel, like Ignatius and Giovanni. I appreciate it very much. I know everyone, the football community, the fan channel community is a budding new community on YouTube. But when you have lovely people in the chat to talk to, it's more fun, and time flies by when you're having fun. Congratulations to Spurs. Oops, it's happening again. Never mind. I'm anyway going to be done. We'll join more often. Enjoy. Thank you, Pratham. Do join me tomorrow if you are free. Thank you, everyone who joined. Congratulations to Spurs. Congratulations to all the winning teams today. It was an exciting Saturday for Premier League. If you all have watched it, the goals galore everywhere. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Liverpool, Arsenal, 9 o'clock. I'll be on maybe 10 to 15 minutes before 8:45 Indian time. Don't worry, it'll be on Twitter and Instagram. You all can see it there. Do like, share, and subscribe, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.